Hi guys, so I have another soft-spoken beauty product haul for you. I have it all in an Ulta bag. But all of these products are not from Ulta. However, I will start with the ones that are from Ulta. So the first thing is this. This is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I believe this is a fairly new product in their line. If it's not, it's still fairly new at my Ulta. Mine is in the shade TBM05 Black. And for those of you that don't know, this is supposed to be a mascara that you put in your eyebrows and you use it to sort of fill in and set your eyebrows, similar to what you might do with like a hair gel that you use to set your hair. So on the package, you can see here, this is supposed to be your brows before, and this is after. So you see they're more filled in, basically, in the photo. But so the main reason I got this is because I have started doing my brows more often, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my eyebrows now. When I was younger, I didn't really start grooming my eyebrows until I was about 19, and I started then because I was being teased constantly about having very full eyebrows. Now, what you see now and what you see in my photos is still fairly natural. I do clean up below and between my brows, as I think most women do. I do have very dark hair, so it shows up against my pale skin a bit more than it might if I had blonde hair, for example. But also, I actually quite like the more natural, what I call Audrey Hepburn type eyebrows. Audrey Hepburn is sort of one of my style icons, actually one of very few style icons I have. I would say that she's my everyday style icon, and Morticia is my fancy going out style icon. So anyway, I've been using a brow powder which you use to fill in, and I also have a pencil, and while I like both of those, they're missing one thing. They don't hold my brows in place. Now, as I said, I have natural brows, and so I don't want to shave them down. I don't shave at all. I did once. It was disastrous. I had to draw, I think it was this one, part of this eyebrow on for weeks, or well, a couple weeks until it grew back in. It was not a good look. Anyway, so when I trim them as well, I try to leave this portion a bit longer. I know this sounds like a lot of detail about my eyebrows, but this is actually something I think quite a bit about sometimes. But if I cut it too short, it ends up looking odd, but I need to be able to smooth it over so that it looks natural and not crazy. So with the powder and the pencil, neither one of those really has any holding or shaping power to it. And I have a clear brow mascara, but I found that that tends to muddy up the pigment a little bit. It's also very thin. The consistency is very thin. So I got this, and I thought that this would also be nice for days when I want just something that looks very natural, and I don't care if my brows are perfectly filled in. One of the things is I love makeup. I do not have to have a full face of makeup on to leave the house. I'm not that kind of woman. and I like to play with makeup. I like to play with colors. I have a large makeup collection, but I don't always have to have makeup on to leave the house, and sometimes I'm fine just putting on some lip gloss or lipstick, maybe some mascara, obviously moisturizer and sunscreen on a good day, which should be every day, but I don't have to have a full face of makeup on. However, I thought this would be nice to sort of smooth things out, especially for my new beauty blog. I thought that perhaps if I'm going to be doing a beauty blog, my eyebrows should look what other people consider to be presentable in most photos, if not all photos. So that's the story behind this product. And it comes in this box, and one thing I love about their products is they have this little heart on the flap. And then it's actually just this tube that comes out of the box, and it looks like this. Very similar to a mascara tube, really. So there's a black top, and then this is kind of the color of the actual brow mascara. Now, I said this was black, and this is more like a natural black hair color black. You can see the shade name on the bottom, and then if you open it up, it's like a little mascara spoolie. It's pretty small. I'm not going to attempt to put it on my brows right now because I do not do well using the camera as a mirror. The image is flipped, so not good. But I have used this a couple of times, and what I've noticed is that the packaging for me, for this shade, I can't imagine using a lighter shade would be much better, but doesn't quite do what it says. And I did follow the instructions, which are: gently brush tinted brow mascara slightly upwards in the direction of hair growth over clean brows to shape, define, and set them in place. It does set them in place, and it's actually, I'll tell you that the positive part first, it does set them in place, and that is the main reason I bought this product. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the box now. There's my furnace kicking on again. You guys will probably get used to that sound. Anyway, it does set my brows in place, and that was the main reason that I got it. So I'm happy about that. However, the packaging indicated that it would fill my brows in as well, and I have not noticed that it does that particularly well. I'm going to try it a few more times and see if my opinion on that particular characteristic changes, but I don't think it will, and I'm kind of okay with that. I would still probably buy this again just because the clear mascara that I have is much thinner, and like I said, it muddies up any product I have in it, whereas this maybe gives me the slightest hint of a tint, but it also does hold my brows in place without giving me that muddy effect. So I kind of like that. And I didn't pay full price for this anyway, I had a coupon. So, not bad. Now the next thing I have, I am super excited about. This is a NYX, same brand actually, lip color from their Simply Vamp collection. And this one is in the shade She Devil. Now, I have to give you a little bit of backstory on this product because this product came out at what I call damned time last year. Now, that is not what you might think. One of my jobs in Detroit is coordinating a few different art events, and Damned is the biggest exhibition that I do. It's a 3-day event, with dark and introspective art. It's not a Halloween show or a horror show. It's a very respectful, very thoughtful presentation of this dark, introspective, personal, deep art. We have artists from all over the world who submit art to our show. And we also have Butoh performances, which are similar style. And we have dinner options and a masquerade ball. So it's very sort of dark, and we have like a lush VIP area, lots of black and red, but very classy, and all of that. So, but it is around Halloween because it's at the end of October each year, and they released this new line, the Simply Vamp, around Halloween 2014, last year. But every time I saw it, they didn't have this shade. And because of the name, Damned, and I also manage our hostesses who are called the Devil Girls. And I just love the name She Devil anyway. I'm not a particularly evil person, but I do like dark things, and I love dark lip colors. See if I can open this. You can see that it's fairly dark. It's pretty. But what was odd to me is that I searched for this color for, well, since that time, so months. They never had this in stock at a single Ulta I went to. I went to at least 2 or 3 in my area, and there is one in Tennessee that I go to when I visit my family there. And we might have even gone to one in Ohio or Kentucky on the way down, or up from Tennessee as well. Nobody had it. So finally, I asked one of the staff members, and I said, why is it that this color is never in stock? I said, I never see anyone else wearing these dark shades, at least not on a day-to-day basis, and certainly not often enough that they would keep going out of stock. And really, other than myself, I've never seen another person wearing a shade like this outside of a costume or a gothic party. And even then, it's usually black. This is like a dark reddish purple color kind of. Anyway, she told me that what happens is the Ulta staff at that particular store do not choose what that store gets, so they don't place an order. They just get whatever the company sends them. I don't know if that's true for all Ultas, but it does make sense, because it would make sense that they might not send a lot of this color because they might not think it's going to be very popular, and it probably isn't. However, I wanted it. So I searched for months. My husband helped me search because he supports my makeup obsession. So I am thrilled to have this. I've actually been saving it in this bag to show you guys so I wouldn't miss it in the video, but now it's going in my purse so I can wear it out. You'll probably see photos of me wearing it on Instagram very soon. I'm very excited about that. And then the third thing that I got from Ulta is this. And this is a set of 5 masks, like face masks. Like you can see them wearing them here. And I can never figure out how to pronounce the name, but there it is. I do not speak French at all. Not even going to try. Anyway, it's listed as a special value, and the regular price was $7.99, but I got it on clearance for $3.99. I love clearance shopping. I love finding the clearance section and seeing what's there and getting stuff for almost half price or less sometimes. So I was particularly happy with this because I do like these masks. And I'm going to take them out of the box now. And if you've never used these masks, I'm going to show each one to you. Do a little bit of sound with each one. This is the Very Berry Ultra Moisturizing and Cleansing with Pressed Blueberries. Now, I'll tell you a secret that I do with these. Each one of these is a foil type packet, and you're intended, I believe, to use it all at once. However, I have a very small face. I also feel that using too much product, even if it's a really good product, is wasteful. So what I will do is I will use just enough to cover my face evenly, and then I will push the product back down, almost like a toothpaste tube, and you just push the product back down. Then I will fold it over a couple of times and secure it with a bobby pin. It's very high tech. Anyway, that way I can use it again. I do try to use it again within a short period of time. Obviously that's not, I'm sure, how they suggest that you use it, and I don't know if it changes how effective it is, but that's what I do, and I have not noticed a huge difference or any difference at all between using it fresh out of the packet and after I've stored it. So this one says, "So fruity, this mask is packed with goodness. Bursting with the juice of pressed blueberries and crushed cranberries, our fruity beauty is packed with antioxidants. Nourishing peach kernel oil and soothing aloe will leave your skin refreshed and cleansed. Sexy, natural skincare." So that's the first one. The second one is this one. And this is the Dragon Fruit Sauna Skin Sizzling Cleanse. Freshly crushed dragon fruit. And down here it says self-heating, and then I guess self-heating and auto chauffant, which I believe is how you pronounce that in French maybe. Dragon fruit and kiwi. And this package is shaped a bit differently. And this one says, "Warms to the core, leaving skin hungry for more." See if they like the rhyming. "For a flaming good clean ablaze with freshly crushed dragon fruit from the depths of Central America and pulped kiwi fruit, this warming wonder reaches into pores, removing trapped oil and dirt. A fiery feast for smooth, clean skin." And again, it says sexy, natural skincare. Now, one of the other things I really like about these masks is they give you picture directions on the back, just in case you aren't quite sure how to use them. Most of them are, let's check and see, I think most of them are very similar. They're identical actually, these two are anyway. I'm really interested to try this one. I know some people are very sensitive to the stuff that has a warming sensation. I'm not particularly sensitive to that. I mean, the warming sensation doesn't bother me too much. So we'll see how that goes. Now this one I've tried before, and I did like it. This is the Passion Peel Off Pulped Pomegranate Deep Cleanse, Purify, and Protect. Pomegranate and passion flower. Along with violets, as in the natural violets that grow in the shade, in the US at least. Although I like African violets too. Along with those, passion flowers are one of my favorite flowers. This one says, "So juicy this mask is easy to peel off. Pulped pomegranate, passion flower, raspberry, grape, cranberry, and vitamin E are antioxidants that help protect skin while pores get a deep, clean peel off. And I don't know if you will be able to see this, but they actually have passion flowers as the backgrounds for each of the instructions there. And I don't know if it actually has passion flower in it. Yes, it does. Okay. Passion flower extract. So it's not a fruit extract, it is actual passion flower extract. Though I suppose I would say passion fruit if it were passion fruit. Anyway. So like I said, I've tried this one before. I like the purple color. However, I will tell you something odd that it reminds me of. When I was a kid, one of my little brothers loved Power Rangers. And one of the characters, the bad guys actually, was called Ivan Ooze. And he was the same color purple as I feel like this mask is, or at least the same color as it looks on the package. I don't remember the exact color of the mask, but every time I see this woman on the back with the mask on, it totally makes me think of Ivan Ooze. It's just strange, but funny anyway. The next one is another one I have not tried. And this is the Paw Paw Peel Off. Freshly pulped Paw Paw. And it says Phenomenal Pore Blast. Some of these things sound a bit over the top. I'm not sure my pores need to be blasted. But maybe. Oh, and the bottom says Pawpaw and Noni fruit. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. A purifying boost for tired skin and then some. Picked from the tropics of South America, the pawpaw, also known as papaya, known as fruit of angels, and noni fruit, naturally help protect. This duo work harmoniously, revealing clean, sensational skin, sent from the heavens. I will have to see if my skin feels like it is sensational and sent from the heavens after I use this. I'm sure my skin wouldn't mind a face mask after some exfoliation. It's been very dry here for this winter, in my house at least. So my skin could definitely use a little TLC. And then the last one, I believe I've tried this one before and I liked this one, is the Strawberry Souffle. I'm not doing a very good job of keeping these centered, I apologize for that. Pulped strawberries, moisturizing and purifying mask, strawberry and whipped cream. I don't think whipped cream is a very natural ingredient. I suppose I'm thinking more of the stuff that you put on like cheesecake or pumpkin pie. Maybe real whipped cream is more natural. Anyway, so creamy this mask does not dry. Loaded with strawberry goodness, which leaves skin hydrated and refreshed. Allow your skin to breathe with soothing aloe vera and calming vanilla for purified, toned, smoother skin. Cleanse with this treat weekly. I love vanilla. It's one of my favorite fragrances. I actually like strawberry in my Bath & Body. I don't care much for it as a perfume, but in Bath & Body it's quite nice. These packages make some nice sounds. So there's that. So that's the end of my Ulta purchases, but I put a few more things in this bag. Like this. The packaging is a bit destroyed, but this was another clearance section purchase, so I don't mind too much when the packaging isn't perfect, as long as the product appears okay. This is the e.l.f. or Eyes Lips Face HD Blush, which says it has rich pigmented color for a soft focus effect. And this is in the shade Headliner. Now, I don't know how many of you have seen e.l.f. before or know what it is. It's a fairly common, less expensive sort of drugstore brand, although they do have their own website. And this is quite standard for their packaging. And their products tend to be very inexpensive, and they can be a little bit hit or miss. I have, however, heard very good things about this blush. And this is a cream type blush, so you pump it out, and then you sort of, or at least the way I do it is then I will sort of dot it along my cheekbone and then rub it in, and sometimes I'll put a bit of setting powder over it if I need to. But I think I got this at about half price of whatever the normal price is. So I was pretty happy about that. I actually got this at Target. Where I shop quite often. And then the last thing I have is something that I almost didn't get, but then I decided to take the lid off and smell it, or what I could smell, and it smelled really good. I also wanted to put this one in particular because I knew the tapping sounds would be nice, or at least I hope they are. So this is Extra Rich Shea Butter Moisture Cream with Mandarin Orange and Grapefruit. And I believe the name of the company is called Ingredients Matter. And on the side here, right here, it says, without petrochemicals, artificial fragrances, preservatives, or parabens. Which means this is right up my alley because I do try to avoid all of those things. And I like the ingredients on the back. They tell me what the technical chemical name is. I shouldn't say chemical. I'm going to say technical. I know there's a better word for it. I can't think of it at the time. But then also the common English name. So, the reason that I like this so much, and I'm actually seeing on the top, it looks like it might be Pure Plant Spa is the brand, and maybe Ingredients Matter is the line. Just a catchphrase, I'm not sure. Anyway, so there's a seal here, and I've already opened this, so the seal isn't that sealed. So it's just like a regular body butter type texture. I'm not going to put it on my hand because I have that lip product on it, and I don't really want to smear lip product and body butter on my hand. But the story behind why I like this fragrance so much is a little bit odd. But in my quest for all things natural and to switch away from chemicals, I was trying some natural deodorants. And one of the ones I came across was a grapefruit and vanilla. And I didn't realize that I liked grapefruit, but I wanted to try something with vanilla, and grapefruit sounded like a good option at the time. It actually turned out to be one of my favorites that I tried. I ended up going with some slightly less fragranced versions, but I really like the grapefruit scent. So when I saw this, and the price was only $4, I got this at Burlington Coat Factory. I'll have to tell you about that in a moment. I really just wanted to get it, and I really can't wait to try it. I like lotions, but I think body butters are really nice for, sometimes I use them to shave with. They're also really nice right when I get out of the shower. I find that they absorb better, and lotion tends to be more greasy for me. Also, if it's a fragrance that I like, I tend to use it more. I am guilty of not using body moisturizers nearly enough. I'm usually pretty good about my face, getting better about my hands, but my body, I don't like to feel sticky. So sometimes I skip the body moisturizer. I don't have particularly dry skin, but I need to use it, so good fragrances help me do that. But Burlington Coat Factory has a very interesting fragrance, beauty, makeup, skincare section. At least mine do. And what I mean by that is, at least in my area, and in the ones I've been in Tennessee as well, it's usually a gigantic conglomeration of stuff. And sometimes you can find some nice brands like this one. Sometimes there's some off brands, and I like to sift through the large quantities of makeup, because sometimes I'll actually find like mid to high-end products there, and they'll be very inexpensive, and as long as they're not opened or messed with, I'll sometimes buy them. And it's kind of like searching for treasure because you never know what you're gonna find. I didn't find any makeup when I went. I did get a couple scarves, and then I got this, and I might have gotten, I want to say that I got, oh, a sweater. I'm collecting sweaters like a crazy person right now because it's so cold here in Detroit. So cold. And so I feel like sweaters have a limited lifespan because they start getting that stuff on them, and you can kind of pick it off for a while, but then after a while they start to look kind of run down, and so then I just wear them around the house. But anyway, I love places like Burlington Coat Factory because it's like one big giant clearance store, and I can go through all this stuff, and I just love it. So that's the story behind my Burlington Coat Factory experiences. And that's my last product, so that's the end of the video. And I really hope that you enjoyed this little haul video, and I'm probably going to keep doing these because it's kind of fun to talk to you guys about these new products I have, and I think there's a lot of nice sounds, and it gives me something to talk about. But if you have other suggestions for videos, things you'd like to see, let me know. I'd love to try to work those in. I hope that you will like this video and perhaps comment on it, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and